Hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. I've been trying to upload my video that I did repairing the brake system on my Jeep, and it still was only like 32%, and it had been 2.5 hours. So with that being said, I am going to play that video on here, is what I'm going to do, so that it can upload fast. If you've ever wanted to do your own maintenance on your car, if you have that type of ability within you and you've been kind of scared not to do it, I would encourage you to go ahead and try doing your own car maintenance, because it really isn't that hard. If you set your mind to it and you look at some videos and stuff, I think you'll do just fine. So let me flip this around to the screen. Let me move this one over here to the side. No, Gina, you're going to be right there. Hello. Yeah, we're going to watch me. We're going to do my video. I'm going to do my little mechanic, do-it-yourself mechanic repair your brake system video on my Jeep that had its brake system destroyed, because it is not uploading for the life of me. It will not upload for some strange unknown reason. So I'm going to get to the video, and we're going to play that video for those who might want to be seeing it, because I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch it too, is exactly what I'm going to do. So if I could even put myself in that bottom screen, that would be great. But I may not. So I'm going to push that video. I'm going to mute myself out, and I'll type on here to you, is what I'll do. So let me push this button. Wait, I'm gonna pause this button. Let me push just the screen. Here it is. We're going to get started and watch this video, because it's the fastest way I can get this video uploaded, you all. Yeah, so we're going to watch this. I hope I'm on a split screen. If not, that's okay. Here we go. I'm going to mute me. What I'm doing right now is I've got to take out the brake master cylinder right here. This just little plastic thing that comes out so you can take off the reservoir. I've already took a turkey baster, and let me get this off of there. I have emptied all the brake fluid out of there that was contaminated. The only other thing I need to do is once I lift this off, I need to disconnect this brake thing. And I'll also need to disconnect my battery cable, because I don't want to get electrocuted any at all. So that's what we're getting ready to do. And after I do that, I'll start getting a wrench and taking off these brake lines. I'm removing the negative battery. I'm wearing rubber gloves because brake fluid, it will eat at your skin if you're not careful. So you want to take off your negative battery terminal. So I'm getting ready to, I've got this plug off right here. You can see I took the plug off. I'm getting ready to move those, this bolts down here that's connecting the master cylinder now to the brake booster, which is this thing right here. This big round thing is like a brake booster. Battery out, so I'll have more room. So I've got this long extension, so I can get that out of here. Remove the bracket that holds on the battery, and I've put the battery over here on a block of wood so it doesn't get drained. These lines, these brake lines, and I can't seem to find my 12mm brake line or fuel line wrench, so I've had to use this smaller one right here. It's a 12mm. So I've just put this on here like that, and I need a strong arm. You need a strong arm when you do these things that will fit over top your wrench. So that's what I do. I just do that, and it helps move it a lot easier. No matter what type of tool, if they're really stuck, get you one of those. Got this on the back one. It eases with so much ease when you have a strong arm. So now I've got this. I've got this one, you can see, maybe you can see, but this one is loose. Let's move this over here. So I've got these two loose, and I'll be able to take them off. Yeah, I'll show you a little bit since I've got some light over here. You'll just, my hand's in the way, but let's see. I know people wanted to see me do this. Here's a good angle. Yeah. It's good if you have brake line wrenches, but if you don't, well, this is the next best thing. You just loosen those up. Then I will have to come over here and take the brake lines off the the ABS module. I've got this great big long extension, and I'm going to loosen the bolts on the master cylinder, and I do have a strong arm on here too. It really does help a lot, and it pays if you have the right tools. If I can kind of hold that. I don't know if I can hold that, but you all hold on while I turn this. See, it just cracked itself loose, so that's what you need also. So I'm going to get ready and do that, and then I'll get back. So I've got a 13mm wrench, and I just need to remove this bracket. I've already disconnected this clip-on hose right there for the wiring harness, so that's all I need is now this 13mm to take this bracket off, and there are, I think, 2 other screws or 3 other screws underneath there. But I'm not going to loosen it all the way because I need to get these brake lines off. Okay, I'm taking off the last of these brake lines that are screwed into that module. And what I'm going to have to do with these is I'm going to have to clean all these lines out with brake fluid to make sure there's no residual transmission fluid in them. So I'm going to put both of these brake lines in this bag for now, and then I'm going to continue to unmount this. Now I'm taking this long extension, I think what was it, a 12, and I'm getting out the bottom bolt down there so I can lift this up, but I probably can't lift it up yet because there's 2 other bolts underneath there. I happen to use this small ratchet with the swivel head on it to get these bolts out because they are so stuck down in there. You can see. So this is, there's 2 bolts down there. This was the furthest one, so this one was the hardest one to get. And I had to use the strong arm also. I'm almost got this out. Okay, I went ahead and I pulled this bracket out. That way, when I put the other one back on that ABS module, I'll be able to just set it right down on here. So that's what we've got going on. I've got the master cylinder out and the ABS module, and I'm going to take a break. Got the vehicle safely supported by a jack stand, you can see it, and I'm getting ready to take off this brake line that runs all the way down from up here. You can see it's the rubber brake line that goes on the back of my caliper, so I'm going to take that off. I want to get all the brake lines off, the rubber brake lines, and I want to flush the steel brake lines that remain. Now that I've got this right here, this caliper off, this old caliper, I'm going to just take these brakes out like this, these brake pads. You can see that they're still good, so I may just reuse them, I'm not sure. So these brakes are still good. Okay, I've had to use I used a 12mm socket and a rubber mallet to loosen these back bolts right here so I can get this caliper off. Here's one bolt. Here's the other bolt right here. If I can try to get my headlamp out of the way so you can also see. Here, it's probably good enough like this. If you don't have patience, don't work on vehicles, is all I've got to say. My husband is not mechanically inclined, so he has no desire whatsoever to get out here and work on these vehicles. So now I've got this bracket off right here, and you see I've got the whole kit right there. And I can take this rotor also off. Let me get this phone out of the way. I'll take off this rotor. I had to put my brake line in this clamp right here because it was moving, so I had to use this pipe wrench, this great big pipe wrench that would give me some leverage in order to put my 12mm wrench on that brake line right there. And I had to use this strong arm, you see, in order to get even more leverage. So you definitely need a strong arm. Just get you a real thick metal thing. You see, I bent this in my bench vise. So any good solid one, and it's around 1 foot long, it will work wonders when you're doing stuff like this. I've got the brake line off and I've exposed that, so I'm just going to use this can right here. It has brake fluid in it, and I'm going to flush this line out. And after I flush it out, I'm going to squirt this through here, and it's going to come up through here. These are the 2 lines right there that are over the cup. The brake fluid should come through those 2 lines right there and end up in that cup. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Do that. So I'm going to end this so I can use 2 hands. Okay, I've cleaned out these brake lines, and they weren't dirty hardly at all. I flushed them out and they're running clear. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and use these because I didn't see anything coming out of them. And these were clear too, so I've also flushed that one out also. I'll show you the container up here that it went into. So everything is running clear. I mean, it may look a little cloudy or whatever, but that's been flushed out also. I'm just snugging up the wheel to this side right now. So I've got this wheel on, and I can let the vehicle down off the jack stand. But let me tell you what, this is an adventure for me, and it's a major task. It really is. I'm taking off this tire right here. This is the driver's side tire, and I've got a great big long torque wrench. Yeah, I'm telling you what. Oh my gosh. When I do things like this, I don't even like to stop to eat or anything of that nature. My hands are dirty, which I don't mind. I don't mind my hands getting dirty, but yeah, and I do all the mechanic work myself. Like I was telling my friend today, I'm self-sufficient. She goes, no, you're self-reliant. She goes, but she goes, you do have others who will help you if you need. So that's the difference. I am a very self-reliant individual, is what I am. So, yeah. So I'm going to flush out the brake lines on this side. That's somewhat too tight. I'm going to put these lug nuts right there. I think I'm going to use this a tad bit more. I have a real great big mechanics wrench. That's a lot bigger than this, but I don't think I have the correct sockets to go to it. I had to get that from my brother, my youngest brother. This isn't too heavy for me to lift either, unlike my big truck tire. So I'm just going to roll this out of the way over here to the other room, or at the doorway of the other room, so we can see what we got going on. Okay, and I'm going to show you this. The brake lines, I think the brake pads on here, they are a little bad. You can see them. They're super thin. So I'm going to be replacing them, and of course going to bleed these lines right here. So that's what I'm getting ready to do right now. All right, I'm going to film this, trying to take this caliper off right here. It's a big one. So let's see. I'm going to have to use the rubber mallet. I just know it. To break it loose because it is super tight. Let's find this other one down here behind. Gotta find where it's at. Okay, it's back here. So there, we've got it loose. So I've got that really loose, and now I'm going to get this one really loose, and this should just come off. Sorry about this flare. No, I can't get it off by hand yet. It's going to be heavy. It is heavy. Well, I'll just take the rotor and everything off, I guess. Whoopsie. So I've got the rotor and everything off. I forgot to undo the screw from the rotor, but I'm replacing the rotors also. Looks like this rotor is really worn on the back side anyhow. Let me show you right here. It's got big grooves all in it. I think where the brakes, so it's really uneven where they were catching. So we're just going to turn this off right now, and I am just going to continue doing what I'm doing. Look how dirty this is underneath here. That's pretty dirty. All right. Okay, I'm going to put this new rotor on right here. Wait a minute. I want to do something. I got a little rust on these. I'm just going to get some of this rust off on these. You know, I could have done a bearing repack while I had it up like this. I could have took this big nut off and did a bearing repack. But I didn't. So I'm going to put this on here. Line it up. And let me get in front of it. Because you really do. You got to get in front of these things and line them up to get them on there. And I'm gonna hold it on with some of these with a couple lug nuts, so when I put the oh my gosh, this one, so much rust on these. Gotta find one that would fit on. I wonder if it'd fit on down here. No. Oh my gosh. Yeah, some of these, they don't like to screw on too well. But I will screw it on anyhow. Oh. No, no, no. This is, you do want to be able to hold on your rotor. Huh. I guess this one was the one that went on to that one. Yeah, I'm letting you watch me do this. Let me try another one. What did I do with them? Here they are. I really do want to put one down here. So I kind of, that one doesn't go down there. Well, I was going to turn it off. But I don't think you want to watch me do this part right here. But you know, you may. Who knows? I just need to get another one on the side, whatever side it can go on. Huh, bingo! We got one. We got one now. All right. Now I got this caliper right here. Got this caliper, and I need to put these little tabs in there that come with the calipers themselves. So it's just little metal things to help the brakes slide in better. You don't, maybe I won't have too much light on me. So there's little notches in here. There's little notches like, this is heavy, okay? It probably weighs around 10 pounds. There's notches like right here, here, and here in the corners where the brakes slide onto the caliper. So I just got to slide these on here. And you can do it too. Let me, if I could like move this down so you could see it better, but you can't. Let me see if I can hold it up. Right here, you want to take this outer tab and you want to make sure it's setting. Oh my gosh, you want to make sure it's setting. It's hard to do this with one hand, okay? It really is. So I'm just going to set this right here and watch it so I can get this silly clip on here. Okay, this one doesn't go on that side, and they do go on certain sides. They do go on certain sides, so you want to make sure they go completely down on there and there is no gap. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure they go on there without a gap. Nope, that's the wrong side for that one. So yeah, but this helps the brakes, keeps them from sliding all around. Okay, I got that one. And then I'll just put this one over here on this side. Let's see. And now I'm going to put the brakes in the calipers. And by the way, the brakes that I got off there, they're still new also, so I've got spare brakes because they are practically the same thickness. See, they're practically the same thickness, but I'm going to use these new brakes since I'm using new rotors. I'm going to wrap the old brakes up in this right here, but I'm going to just slide these brakes into here if I can. Yeah, if I can, because they're so tricky. I think these have each side. They might have a side they have to go in too also, but who knows? Ow. Yeah. It's kind of hard doing this on a video. It really is. Oh, that hurts my foot. I just want to be able to just slap them in there. I got that one in that side, but then I have to get this one in this side. I can do it because I did the other side, but when I'm trying to do this on the video and let you all watch me at the same time, is a little awkward for me. I just gotta see, I've got to get this, one of these sides is bound to have to go in first, and then the other, no, they both go in maybe at the same time. Now for this part, I don't really have too much patience. Okay, I got it in. Oh, and you couldn't see me do it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't have the camera. Let me see if you all can watch me. I do this one. I'll put this leg down on here. No, now you really can't see it. Well, that's okay. You can watch. I'm gonna try to do this side like this. I got one more pad. No, that's the old brake pad. I'm gonna wrap it up in here. That's the old brake pad. Okay. Now this one, it goes on this side, like so. And it really isn't supposed to be that hard at all. Almost got it. I'm pressing it. Let me put this on here because it might help cushion my ankle. Now there are people who do brakes all the time and they can just pop these right in there without a problem. Maybe I need to put this end in first, but I think it really probably doesn't even matter. It's just so tricky since I really am not used to doing brakes. at all. I really am not. I think I got it in there. Voila. Now, let's watch me put this on here if we can do that. Even though this is heavy also, I better make sure I have my socket ready. Not this one. It's this one. It's a 21 millimeter socket. So yeah, I'm feeling more confident if I let you all watch me do this a tad bit more. But this is how we are going to do it. If I can find these holes on here. And the good thing about this is, it's heavy. That the good thing about this is I gotta position myself a lot better to do this. That's not my good hand working like this, but that's okay. That is quite all right. I didn't have any dielectric grease to put on the back of these at all. I just gotta find this hole now. Found it. I think I found it. Yeah, I think I did. Maybe? I gotta lift this up till I can make sure I get this in the hole that it's supposed to be in. Oh, I am not left-handed, so it's kind of hard for me to do it like that. Where's my 21 millimeter? Right here it is. Gosh. So I'm just going to snug these on here. I'm going to do more than snug them, okay? So that's what I want you to know. They're going to be more than snug on here. I think I'm getting it on there. Yeah, I am. I'm not going to tighten it all the way down exactly at the moment. Just want to make sure I got it on there. All right. And you know what I'm going to do? Yeah. You know, I'm going to take my rubber mallet and I'm going to beat on it to make it sure it's good and tight, because I don't have the kind of strength. Let's find this other one. I don't have that kind of strength in me to get it super, super tight. I just got to find this. Found it. No, I did not get it on there yet. Okay, I got it. There, that's on there. Now all I had to do is put on the brake line, which is not going to be too hard to do at all, but I'm going to get off of here. It's 11:55. Okay, I've got this, whoops, I got this rotor on and the caliper along with the brake line. I think this is, I don't know what kind this is, but it's pretty neat looking. It's pretty neat looking. So now I'm going to put on the tire. I'm getting ready to take this caliper off and replace it with this one. And there is some grooves in this one right here. So I've got the two front tires done, and now I'm starting on the rear. Now I've had to get this bar because these calipers, they were locked up. You can see. That's why my vehicle didn't want to go nowhere. So I'm gonna put this phone down and take that off of there. And the pads really are new. It's just the calipers got runt. So with this brake pad, let me show you. It has one of these like this. And so it had to slide inside of the caliper just like this. You can see the other one like that. It had to slide inside of the caliper. And then this one right here, it's going to go like so. It's going to have to slide down in there, but I can't do this with one hand, but that's how that one's going to go. These are really cheaply made. These inside here, it is nothing but tin, and it should have been a hub, a complete hub with brake shoes on the inside, but it was not. So I had to take a rubber mallet and gently go like this in order to get that to go down on there like that. Now I'm going to have to put it on here. You know, yeah, that is very disappointing that they just have these fake, really thin. You can see how thin this is. That should have been a brake shoe. You look at that. You can see all the way through it, but it wasn't. Well, I am wild looking. Look at my clothes. I am filthy, even behind. But the good news is I've got the last of the rotors, calipers, brake shoes on, and brake lines. So I am going to, let me turn this around. This was my last tire right here. I know you can't see it. You can't see the new brake pads, but we're going to see it. We are going to see it. I don't even know what time it is. I know I did stop to eat some lasagna that my husband made, but you can see I've got new rotors on it and brake pads. And I don't know, I might go ahead and bleed that master cylinder and put that master cylinder on tonight and connect those fuel lines, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll tell you what, I'm tired. I've been going at this since early this morning. Oh, I wish I could look at the sky. I've just put the brake ABS module in. I've put the little screws down there on there, the little nuts on top of this to stabilize it, and I've plugged in the this right here. Now all I need to do is put these lines on right here, and then I'll put the brake master cylinder on. Okay, I'm just screwing in this brake line with the 12mm open-end wrench. I went and got another 12mm line wrench for like fuel line or brake line, but it's not going to work too well for me at this angle, so I just use my regular 12mm. So, and I'm going to do one at a time, the furthest one away, because it'll allow me more room to get to the other ones. The furthest one to the firewall, the inside of the cabin. I'm probably going to get off here and make sure I got this snug and not too tight. Okay, one little tip I'm finding out that it's easier for me to take the top of the opened-end wrench and do it from the top like that. That way I'm not doing like this. I'm just going straight down like this, and I can turn it a lot faster. Well, not while I'm on here, but I can if I concentrate. I'm able to turn it a lot faster. And I don't need too much room if I do it like that. You just got to get the right angle. So, yeah. I've got the master cylinder on, and I've got the ABS module. I just need to put my battery on in the vehicle, and then I need to bleed the brakes. This is so cool. I just went to AutoZone. Let me see. Look at this. They got a wrench. This is a 12mm. Just goes like that. Since you got a tight area to squeeze around it. Battery in here. I just need to hook it up. And then we're going to try this vehicle out. I'm going to be giving it a try. This was my biggest thing right here, this module. Trying to get these brake lines tight enough and getting in this master cylinder. I might need a... No, I think I tightened that up well enough. Yeah, so this is my engine. So say a little prayer that I've got it all fixed. And there you had it. That was my major. That was the second most major mechanic job I done lately. Yeah, I had never done brakes except one time in my life. That was the first time I've ever done anything like that, and I surprised myself. I really did. So you really never know what you are capable of until you try it. See, that's it. Set your mind to it and have that attitude. I think I can, and then you'll be able to do it with help. Um, yeah. So with that being said, you all, I am going to go. We were on here for a while, but that was the fastest way for me to get a video uploaded is to live stream it because it would have took midnight to upload that video on the YouTube. Yeah, it was really cool. I loved it. I really did. And with that being said, I am going to go. Thank you. It's a Thanksgiving day, and you spent your Thanksgiving. That's 30 minutes of your time. Thank you for spending that with me. And if you've got vehicle problems, if you're working on your vehicle, I hope you get it all done. You should be able to. So I don't have nothing else to say, so I guess I'm going to go. But thank you all once again. Yes, I am mechanically inclined. I like to work on vehicles and small engines. I like carpentry work. I do electrical. There's nothing I can't do, really. If I set my mind to it, except all that other professional mind things that require you sit behind computers and stuff like that. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you once again.